Hey, this is Caleb I. Thanks for joining us here at Millennial Z as we take a look at the Lord of the Rings Online. This is my absolute favorite game. I've been playing this game for about 10 years since the free-to-play release, and it is absolutely my all-time favorite game. I've taken breaks over the years, a little bit off here and there, but I always seem to come back to it, and the Fall Festival is one of the things that I keep coming back to. And then, of course, I get caught up in all the other end game stuff that's going on. So we're going to take a look at that Fall Festival, and we're going to take a run through the Haunted Burrow quests and kind of show you how to crack those out relatively quickly. A bit of a guide, but at the same time, a bit of a speed run, but not really a detail of either. But just to kind of give you a little bit of a bearing on what can be done here. So this is my one of my alts. This is my Dwarf Guardian. I have played him for a little while now, several years, but I kind of capped him out here at level 85 in Rohan, and then he's kind of gained a few levels here and there as we've gone. But check that out. She's got the same outfit. This used to be a pretty popular outfit at the 75 level cap, and I kind of kept it with this guy. I wanted to do the bare-chested dwarf outfit, but this just makes him look like some kind of a rowdy biker dude. And of course, the new Elder Slade boar mount just kind of tops it off. So nice look for sure there. All right, so this is the Haunted Burrow. If you've not done this yet, you're going to have to do a couple of intro quests, and they don't take too terribly long. I believe they start by talking to Lobelia, Sackville Baggins up there by Bag End, of course, where Bilbo and Frodo had lived for some time. So I believe that's where you'll get the ball rolling. But when you log into the game, it should give you a pop-up quest that lets you know. There it is. Of course, this is for the expansion, but it'll let you know that what to do next as far as the festival is concerned. Once you've done the intro, this is what logging in will look like, and you have a number of fall quests here that you can do. The ones outside of the burrow have to do with the burrow, which is a bit of a haunted house, started by supposedly Bilbo Baggins and something that he had kind of hidden away, and they uncovered it around Halloween one year, and it's kind of been a tradition ever since. It's a bit comical to see how the hobbits have reacted to that. Some, of course, are like, typical hobbits, and oh my gosh, how horrific this is. Check out May Gamgee here. I'm not sure how she's related to Sam, but she's pretty upset, and we'll see why here in a little bit. So you have the Burrow quest over here. You also have some quests over here, and yeah, there's tons of lag, unfortunately, during the Fall Festival. It's just kind of one of those things, one of those downsides. But here you have some dancing quests you can do, which is pretty cool. You also have, of course, the In League over here. This guy gives you a really fun quest where you go on a pub crawl across the Shire. And I'll do a video just on that because I haven't done it yet this year, and it's pretty comical. Basically, you drink 6 drinks here, and you have to ride to the nearest pub, drink 6 more drinks there, and to the next pub, so on and so forth. And the Shire, isn't huge, but it's got some size, and you've got to cover different pubs across the Shire. So it's pretty comical. Of course, your screen gets all intoxicated and whatnot. There's a couple things over here. You can bob for apples. We'll do that real quick while we're here. And it just randomly gives you an apple of some sort, and then you go to trade that in here at the barter. And I only got 1 small apple, so I get 1 Fall Festival token. A medium will give you 2, and a large will give you 3. Now you can trade in your tokens as well as a mask token for this Pumpkin Festival mask. We'll do a left click and take a look at what it looks like. That's been around for a long time, so I'm just going to trade that in here real quick. All right. Now, of course, there are also the Ale Association here as well. I believe that this guy is in the Ale Association, but I don't remember. Nope. One of my characters is. I had too many alts to count. I don't know which one it was. You have the In League over here. So also you have a couple of quests off in this tent, Troves and Trickery, which is interesting. We'll probably do that. And then of course Bingo Boffin has the Wistmead storyline that you can pick up and run there. We'll do a separate video on Wistmead. Tonight we'll just focus on the Burrow. Alright, so let's get started here. It doesn't really matter where. The one thing that does matter is that you can only pick up one quest within the Burrow at a time, which is a bummer for multitaskers like me. But we'll start with the Rattling. Of course, we have Oh Mercy Me in such Hobbit fashion, right? You wouldn't believe me if I told you. I'll tell you anyways. I was in the Haunted Burrow searching for treasure, and I found a bit of chain in the attic. I thought perhaps a door would open on the ceiling, and I would find a larder full of riches. But no, and remember, Bilbo supposedly had tunnels overflowing with gold underneath Bag End. A living, walking skeleton came towards me, rattling and clacking. It gave me such a fright I ran away before I could even finish tugging on that chain. And so again, note only one Haunted Burrow quest may be underway at a time. And this is a repeatable quest, and I believe it's just over 5 hours in between repeats. And you'll see that the other quests went away. She's got something a bit different, but it's not a Burrow quest. Alright, so let's pop in here. Again, this is a Hobbit, Bilbo Baggins' supposed take on a haunted house. And so we're going to cruise around here, take a look. The one thing you need to know is this is a maze, an absolute maze. It can be extremely frustrating the first few times you do this. And some of the things that are frustrating are the mislabeled and weird doors that don't always lead you where they say they're going to lead you. For example, let's take this and see. It says Creeping Wing. Let's see where it takes us. Oh, it actually does take us to Creeping Wing. All right, that's cool. I stand corrected. I have a set path I always follow, and there we go. So that's the basement. Let's go back. Okay, so that door I thought was being tricksy. It was not. But this one I know is. So that's back to the main cellar. This says the main cellar, but let's take it, and it puts us back at the beginning of the basement. So that is kind of what you're going to run into here. All right, so we're going to take the second door. That is the way back to the main cellar. And here we are. Okay, and let me get back on track here. But there's all sorts of weird effects. You go blind, things like that that can make it really hidden bookcases that make it kind of tricky. So this is again back at the entrance. This is where we came in. We're going to go off to the right to head towards the attic. That also says Creeping Way. Look, you know what? Curiosity has. Oh, that's locked. That's for that other quest. We're going to open the bookcase and proceed through. We're going to go all the way down at the end and take a right. And this is the door to the attic. Now, here is the cold chains that was mentioned. So we're going to lock up and we're going to interact with the chain. So when that goes dark, when your screen goes dark, just keep walking. It'll wear off. Don't sweat it. So we're going to click on the chain. And oh my gosh, look at the skeleton. He's coming out. Rattle clack, I'm coming for you. Look at this guy. Alright, so we're going to talk to him. He says, I'll haunt you forever. Haha. And of course, I've got to defeat him. Let's just smack him with my shield here. And I did 3,000 damage to a hobbit with only 300 health. And he runs away. Oh, help, I'm only a hobbit. Please don't. And we're going to leave the attic now. So. And I believe this guy just did one of the emotes on me. That's kind of obnoxious. But I use them too. So we'll get some later. I'll show you what they are. Oh, here's one. So this is the candles and mirrors. You can use that, and it messes with the characters a bit. There we go. Makes him jump, bugs and ghosts and all that. You can actually turn that off if you don't want characters doing that to you. You can switch it off. So again, we are in we are back. We're at the same door we came in. We exited out. Not all of them are going to do it that way. So we're going to walk back this way. This is exactly the same way we came. Remember the bookcase. We're going to walk through that. We're going to take a right, and there we are back at the entrance. All right. Let's talk to this guy. Finish now. Roaring Maw. I'm not going to read all these. All right, so this one's going to take us to the Cobweb Wing. We're going to check it out. So again, we're going to go the same place, or same direction, but instead of turning right here, we're going to take this door to the left. This one, out of curiosity's sake, is locked, so we're going to take the Cobweb Wing on the left. And this is my absolute least favorite room. I absolutely hate this room, and the reason why is this guy will demonstrate these spider effects. They are so obnoxious, and they hit you randomly. You might miss it, you might hit it in this location, but sooner or later it's going to get you. The worst thing is that there's multiple locations they can hit you at, and sometimes they do and hit you in multiple locations. It's really frustrating. So we got a misplaced jar of honey. Of course, there's a roaring maw in the Haunted Burrow. So, you know, not surprised that we have Winnie the Pooh pop out of here. Roar, slobber, slabber, drool. Slabber, is that a word? Hey, bud, I'm right here. Okay, and of course he's going to attack me, and I'm just going to stand here like the Dwarf Guardian that I am. I'll be like, what's going on, man? I'm just evading this stuff. And smack him. I'm only a hobbit, don't hurt me, don't hurt me. Okay, cool. Alright, so that's done. And I'm going to go ahead and use my exit skill because it is a bit of a jog back to the entrance from this location. So this is the one time that this is actually really useful. Sometimes you might as well just run it through. It's got a bit of induction, a bit of an induction and a bit of a cooldown as well. Alright. Turn in the maw. Got 3 tokens for each of these. Alright. Let's go check out the wailing in the creeping wing. Now, I've been going through the Cobweb Wing to get to the creeping wing, and we tested this door and found that it is a success. So I will now be using this door. Alright, so let's check this out. We've got a candle. Oh, let me backtrack here just so that you saw what I did. So this is where we come in at. Okay, we've got a table. We're going to walk past the table and take a right and another right. And there's this little room in the corner. You'll see the candle, of course, and I'll show you a trick here. If you're new to the game and you're finding any object in the game that you need to interact with, you hit the delete key, and you'll see that it highlighted the basement door because that's what I'm closest to. But if I get over here a little bit, you'll see that it highlighted the candle, and then it shows it on my mini-map. And also the text is lit, so that will help you find things when you're out doing any kind of quest. All right, let's interact with the candle. Oh no, something's coming. Here we have a ghost, little Hobbit Ghost, and just like everything else, it was just a silly Hobbit playing a silly prank. And we're gonna head back, but we're gonna take a bit of a detour. Okay, so again, I'm walking back out of the room we were in. And I'm coming back towards where we came in at, the entrance, but I'm going into this room. And this door is the way to the basement. Now, in here, this is a hidden room. Not so well hidden, but it is a hidden room. And there is a poorly hidden chest in the poorly hidden room. And we'll let it respawn here after she just interacted with it. It just only takes a second. And here we go. Now, the nice thing about this chest is that I do not have a tab with standard. There it is. And here you have, I've got the specimen jars, bucket of fear, and 3 festival tokens. So what you have here is a chance to drop a rare mount. So I have a red skeleton mount. I'll show you guys when I get outside again. But this one has a chance to drop the deed to get a white skeleton mount. I don't know what the chance actually is, but it is pretty rare. I've been playing again for 10 years, and I might have only missed 1 or 2 fall festivals, and I've only picked this up 2 or 3 times, and I run it on multiple alts, and I check it multiple times. So it's pretty rare. It's a pretty cool thing. It's a pretty cool mount. So it's definitely worth checking. You know, if all you do is just log in, hit a couple of quests, don't forget to hit that. It does have a cooldown of 24 hours, so keep that in mind. Alright, so again, this is where we came in at. That's the poorly hidden room, barrel rack, and the poorly hidden chests. We're going to go down slightly to the right. We're going to follow these barrels, and then we're going to take the first left, and we're going to kind of just wander away following the barrels. Then we're going to take a right, and here we are at the trick doors. Again, it's the second door. All right, now, as we head, of course, let me go back here a little bit. If we head this way, it's back to the main burrow. This way is off to a different room. And it's a mystery door that leads us to Bag End. And here we are in Bag End. Awesome paintings. And we have 3 out-of-place chests here. Let's start off with this one, I guess. And these have a shorter cooldown. They also don't have the rare drop chance of the mount. So keep that in mind. Let's see what we got here. Just a single festival token. And that's typically what you get. Sometimes you can get a housing decoration, and it won't pop up. Here we go. And there we go. So kind of the same deal, just the single festival token. All right, now here's spoilers. Okay, so I'm kind of walking you through here. Obviously, it's a bit of a walkthrough. As you come into this room, the trick here is don't bother. Okay, this is Bag End. If you want to explore Bag End, go ahead. It's pretty cool to see Bilbo's old home and Frodo's home. But the trick is that as soon as you pop in, you're just going to turn around and go right back out the door. And you can spend some time wandering around trying to find the way out if you don't know any better. And so that'll save you some time. All right, then we're going to slide down the hill. I try to aim for the oven because if I do it right, I don't break my leg. And here we go, wailing, turn it in, good to go. All right, so let's talk to May. Oh, help, help, my friends and me. We thought we'd go have an adventure together and look for old Bilbo's treasure, but one by one they disappeared, and suddenly I was all alone. I made it out safe enough, but they're still inside. Basically, we're going to look for these scattered and scared hobbits within the burrow. So we'll take out this quest. Now, instead of going right like we did with all the other quests, the first 3, we're actually going to take a left here, and we'll take another left and another left. And if I can see, there is our scared Elvis hobbit. Right? Kind of an Elvis thing, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, kind of. All right. So we're going to go back through. And again, this is where we came around the corner at. We're going to go through the bookcase and take a right. And there is our other scared hobbit. And we got 6 scared hobbits. That's 2. I'm going to walk through. Again, just keep walking. That blind thing will wear off. So again, we came up through. There's the bookcase. That was our right to the scared hobbit. We're now going to kind of veer to the left and walk through here. We're going to take another left and walk through here. And we're going to take another left and a right. Now, if you'll remember, this is the mystery door. But there's also a scared hobbit in this room. So let's take care of the scared hobbit. All right, now we're going to head back the way we came. And, you know, one of these doors might do it. No, basement. No, the basement's kind of a roundabout. I don't think I want to go through the basement. So what we'll do is kind of crisscross around here. And the reason is we need to go to the Cobweb Ring. So again, this is if you had came down through and took a right, you'd come through this bookcase, and again, there's the attic, and here's the Cobweb Wing. All right, and there's the obnoxious friggin' spiders. Gosh, I tell you, man, unbelievable. All right, so we're going to take a left here and then go down. So again, you'll remember there's the jar of honey, but we're going to walk down to the end of the hall and talk to the scared hobbit. And he is happy to see us. I'm not sure where the exit was. Now, pray leave me be. So I'm still lost, but whatever. I found you. I did my job. There's the friggin' spiders again. Come on. Then I'm limping. A lot of times you'll see like a spider web graphic there, and sometimes it glitches out. Okay. There are no scared hobbits in the creeping wing. So we're going to jump straight to the basement. Now this one, if you'll remember, there's a poorly hidden chest in there, and normally we're going to go straight and to the left, but we're going to take our first left here because the Scared Hobbit is right here in the corner. She looks genuinely scared. Okay. Oh, wait a second. Did I count? I counted. All right. Which one am I missing? I have drawn a blank. Which one am I missing? So there's 3 in here. And then there's 1 in the Cobweb Wing. Oh, the attic, duh. Okay, sorry. Let's head back. And again, there's a bookcase, and then that's the entrance is off to the right there. This is the door to the Cobweb Wing and the locked door, and let's go to the attic. Can't believe I forgot the attic. Drew a complete blank. Alright. I've only ran this like 5 times in the last 2 days. Alright, so that's our last Hobbit. Here we are, back at the attic, and we're going to take a left and head back to the entrance. Alright, May, here you go. We found your hobbits. Alright, so now I don't do all of them. The one I typically skip is this guy's, and it's not that you need to, or it's not that it's really that much of a pain. It just, I don't know, just didn't jive with me. It just seemed like a bit too much to remember for only 3 tokens when I can just roll this out in another alt. So I just didn't bother. Alright, so this guy lost a bunch of stuff. He was in there, freaked out. He can't remember where everything's at. He needs you to go find it. And the trick to this is, you know, just basically memorization, honestly. So we're going to take a right. We're going to walk down at the end of the hall. And we're going to pick up this jar. Now, there are multiple jars in this part of the burrow that do not contain what you're looking for. This one does. And it's the one right by the attic door. So we found his pocket watch. Let's head into the attic. It is not that bone pile. It is the one on the right. I see other people enjoying the festival there. Skelly boy. I found the missing button. So again, the one on the right. Let's go back. And we're going to head to the Cobweb Wing. And the freaking annoying spiders. So sometimes I'll try to like skirt around just to see if I can get away with not getting hit. But it doesn't really seem to matter. Yeah, there we go. He got me on the table. Ugh, come on, move. Okay. So we're going to go through this door. And you'll see there are multiple cocoons, okay? But this is a secret hidden door. And it is in the same room that the bear is in. That's kind of funny. Alright. So we're going to open the door. And we're going to take a right. And it's in this corner. And this is important to remember. This is exactly the same path you'll take on the race and stroll quests. And this is the trophy. And this is the button. So you're going to follow the exact same path. And that's kind of nice for your muscle memory. And when you're trying to crank these out real quick. Is that you can get in there. So. And normally when I'm not talking in that, I can run through these pretty quick. You can crank these out on multiple tunes and really just get tons of tokens really in short order. Alright, so again, we're going to walk past the table. Instead of taking a right where the candle's at, we're going to take a left. And there's a debuff here that's going to hit you. Oh, it didn't give me. I wonder if maybe that does work, skirting the edge there. I'll show you what it is anyway. Maybe not. Yep, there it is. Ghosts come up out of the floor, they grab you, you can't move. We're going to reach into the barrel of meat and we're going to throw up, but we found the ring. Gross. Okay, and again, back through here. I'm going to go to the basement. There's the entrance, first room on the left, and we'll go to the basement. And one last thing, his monocle. And again, so we're following past the barrel rack, straight down, and into the disgusting puddle. All right, dude. We've got everything we need. So let's cruise on out. Now if the cooldown was down, you could use that, but it's a short run from the basement on out. Okay, there you are. Alright, and now for the race and the stroll. Let's do the stroll first so I can talk you through it, and then we'll do the race. Stroll gives you 20 minutes, the race only gives you 4. So basically, we just have to walk to each room in the burrow and pick up a trophy proving that we were there. So I'll hit the attic first, and the trophy, there's no multiple choices, it's just one trophy. We're obviously not the only ones doing it. Okay, we're going to go back and cut across. Again, this is the entrance where we came in at. Here's the Cobweb Wing. The Cobweb Wing will move. We'll jump you to the Creeping Wing, so I don't do the Creeping Wing first, I do the Cobweb Wing. Come on. Alright, we'll jump over here. And the trophy for this is nice because it's right by the door to the basement. Collecting proof that you made it to the basement. The proof, again, is on your way out, so it's right in this room here. Got the proof. And now we just have to leave. So, no big deal, right? Whoops. Should have just taken a sharp left there and not gone straight. Alright, gone through the doors. Blah, blah, blah. Alright, now the race is identical. It's exactly the same thing. You just have less time to do it. But, you know, it really is plenty enough time if you have the right rotation down, the right guide. So, let's crank it out here. We got 4 minutes. My hunter's nice to run this on because of the run buff, and I also carry coffee with him, so drink some coffee, get the run buff, and then you just cruise around and it goes a lot quicker. But my dwarf is a bit slow. Cobweb Wing, no spiders, wait for it any minute now. And that's the worst thing, it's not always the same spot, so you think, man, maybe I'm gonna make it this time, and then sure enough, you know, as soon as I walk out, they're gonna hit me. Okay, they hit him. There they go. 3 dwarves. Whoa, seriously. Oh my gosh, that sound. Oh my gosh, the noise. Okay, we could have done a little bit of work there on the audio. All right, now we're out of there. Of course, again, this trophy's right by the door, which is nice. And this trophy is also on our way out. We're going to take a left, go up through, and we're going to hit up the basement trophy. I'm going to turn around, and we just got to exit now. Sharp left, go through, bookshelf, and you can see that we've done this in less than 2 minutes, depending on the loading time. Alright, with 2 minutes and 15 seconds to spare. Alright, pretty cool. So that is all I typically do in the burrow. And then what I like to do then is jump over and do some of the easy Wistmead quests. But I'm not going to do them in this video. We'll do a separate video for that. Alright, so again, if you found this video helpful, you know, like, subscribe, you know the drill. Thanks for joining us.